rhythm began. Walking bass stepped in warm. The spring already ran. Acoustic guitar, finger picking. The morning light is bright. Brush snare on 2 and 4. The groove is locked and right. Hi-hat swings crisp and forward. The blossom fills the air. Road stab bright. A quiet confidence right there. Shaker locks the rhythm. Punchy, clear and warm. Bloom and go steady through the storm. Piano while marginal voice is bright. A chord that holds the space. Muted trumpet floats a counter phrase. A warm, familiar grace. Marimba accent dots the groove. A light and crisp touch. Vibrato shimmer threads the air. Never too much. Walking bass stays grounded. Steady through the spring. Road stab once more. Hear that confident ring. Brush snare settles easy. The focus holds its ground. Bloom and go, the most uplifting sound. Bloom and go, snap vibe of fun spring air. Bloom and go, roads and piano everywhere. Bright like a window with the blossom just outside. Bloom and go, the morning's open wide. Shaker says, keep moving. The pedals lead the way. Bloom and go, the finest kind of day. Trumpet drifts back in a warm melodic line. Brubaton shimmer lifts the high end. Everything is fine. String swell rises steady. Spring is in the walls. Acoustic guitar voices one more chord as the afternoon calls. Piano imaginine quietly assured its own reward. Marimba accent warm, the bloom's final word. Snap and shaker lock the final groove into the light. Bloom and go, everything feels right. Bloom and go, snap vibe of fall spring air. Bloom and go, roads and piano everywhere. Bright like a window with the blossom just outside. Bloom and go, the morning's open wide. Shaker says, keep moving. The pedals lead the way. Bloom and go, the finest kind of day. Snap a brighter from bass. String swell, warm and wide. Bloom and go, settle deep inside. Trumpet fades soft. Marimba holds the last note.
Nylon guitar played 4 notes up. April stepped inside. Walking bass confirmed the pace. Nowhere left to hide. Brush snare on 2 and 4. The morning hums along. Snap on beat to the cafe found its song. Hi-hat swings loose and easy. The spring light fills the room. Road stab warm cutting through the soft perfume. Shaker locks the rhythm. Bright and always clear. April in the room. Glad that I am here. Piano I'm mature 9 voices warm. A chord that holds the space. Cuts shimmer threads the morning air with grace. Gilded trumpet floats a counter phrase above the room. Walking bass stays grounded, steady through the bloom. trumpet drifts back in a soft melodic line. Iridescent shimmer lifts the high end, everything is fine. String swell rises steady, spring is in the walls. Nylon guitar voices one more chord as the afternoon calls. Piano, I imagine night quietly assured its own reward. Walking bass reminds me of the only note I've heard. Snap and shaker lock the final groove into the light. April in the room, everything feels right. April in the room, nylon strings and morning air. April in the room, roads and piano everywhere. Warm like a window with a spring light right. April in the room, from the morning into light. Shaker says stay longer, the blossoms barely through. April in the room, made for me and you. A nylon guitar bass snap, strings swell warm and white. April in the room, settle deep inside. Trumpet fades soft, forever fade holds the last note. Played three notes, one. The windowsill was set. Acoustic guitar finger picked in the morning's best just yet. Walking bass stepped in low. The spring breeze came along. Snap onto brush snare. The cafe found its song. Hi-hat swings loose and forward. A pedal drifts inside. Road stab bright, no reason left to hide. Shaker locks the rhythm, the bloom is in the air. Petal on the sill, warmth is everywhere. Piano, a mage and nine voices, soft accord that fills the room. Bubbly red accent adds a dot of brightness through the bloom. Set to trumpet floats a phrase, a soft melodic call. Walking bass stays grounded, catching every fall. Road step once more, a quiet spring-like sound. Shaker keeps the pedal rhythm slowly turning round. Brush snare settles easy, the morning holds its grace. Pedal on the sill, the most comfortable place. Pedal on the sill, ride it for the morning air. Pedal on the sill, roads and piano everywhere. Warm like a breeze that finds the open glass. Pedal on the sill, the kind of spring that lasts. Shaker says stay longer, the blossoms holding on. Pedal on the sill, from the first note to the dawn. Set trumpet drifts back in, a gentle counter phrase. Bird repair shimmer lifts the room, the golden April haze. String swell rises soft, the afternoon comes through. Acoustic guitar voices one more open chord, bright and new. Piano, a mage and nine quietly the assured its own reward. A but exit warm, the spring's final word. Snap and shaker lock the final groove into the light. Petal on the sill, everything feels right. Petal on the sill, on the fruit and morning air. Petal on the sill, roads and piano everywhere. Warm like a breeze that finds the open glass. Petal on the sill, the kind of spring that lasts. Shaker says stay longer. The blossoms holding on. Petal on the sill. From the first note to the dawn. Bass snap.
Piano and brush near hit once the bloom began to show. Walking bass stepped in warm, the morning moved so slow. Nylon guitar strum soft, the spring is in the chord. Snap onto shaker, every note its own reward. Hi-hat swings loose and easy, the cafe holds the light. A phrase above, making everything right. Road step warm, a quiet confident glow. Slow bloom everywhere I go. Shifiretor shimmer threads the upper morning air. Heaven that accent adds a dot of spring warmth there. The piece's counter layer carries a second gentle line. Walking bass stays grounded, everything in time. Road step once more, the frequency is set. Flute return above, the morning's best just yet. Brush snare settles easy, the focus holds its grace. Slow bloom, the most comfortable place. Slow bloom, piano, snare and morning air. Slow bloom, roads and flute everywhere. Warm like a blossom that takes its time. Slow bloom, everything feels fine. Shaker says stay longer, the petals aren't done. Slow bloom underneath the spring sun. Flute melodic phrase drifts back and soft and warm. Trevidar shimmer keeps the groove safe from storm. String swell rises steady, the afternoon glows bright. Nylon guitar voices, one more chord into the light. quiet assured its own reward. I remembered accent warm the spring's final chord. Snap and shaker lock the final groove into place. Slow bloom, ending full of grace. Slow bloom, piano snare and morning air. Slow bloom, roads and flutes everywhere. Warm like a blossom that takes its time. Slow bloom, everything feels fine. Shaker says stay longer, the petals aren't done. Slow bloom, underneath the spring sun. Piano, bass, snap, string swell, warm and long. Slow bloom, my favorite spring song. My flute fades on. Flute afraid holds the last note.
Malimba descended 4 notes, the counter caught the sun. Walking bass stepped in warm, the morning has begun. Acoustic guitar finger pricked in, the spring light fills the space. Snap onto brush snare, I found the perfect place. A hat swings loose and forward, the cafe hums its song. Road step bright, the whole day carries on. Shaker locks the rhythm, crisp and always clear. Sunlit counter, glad that I am here. Piano, armaggio, 9 voices, warm, a chord that holds the room. Could those shimmer threads, the soft spring afternoon. Use it, trumpet floats a counter phrase above the air. Walking bass stays grounded, warmth is everywhere. Road stab once more, a confident and steady beat. Hi-hat keeps the forward motion, nothing incomplete. Brush snare settles easy, the focus never fades. Sunlit counter cutting through the shades. Sunlit counter, marimba notes and morning air. Sunlit counter, roads and piano everywhere. Bright like a window with the spring locked in. Sunlit counter, let the day begin. Shaker says keep going, the afternoon is long. Sunlit counter, exactly where I belong. Lifted trumpet drifts back in, a warm melodic line. Builds a shimmer, lifts the high end, everything is fine. String swell rises steady, spring is everywhere. Acoustic guitar voices one more chord into the air. Piano, armaggio, not quite assured its own reward. Leopard accent warm, the sunlit final word. Snap and shaker lock the final groove into the light. Sunlit counter, everything feels right. Sunlit counter, marimba notes and morning air. Sunlit keep going. The afternoon is long. Sunlit counter, exactly where I belong. My beaver bass snap, strings swell warm and wide. Sunlit counter, settle deep inside. Trumpet fades soft, river holds the last note.
Guitar and bass hit once together. The blossom stepped inside. Walking bass confirmed the pace. The spring had nowhere to hide. Brush snare on 2 and 4. The cafe hums its tone. Snap on beat 2 like kick. I've never felt alone. Hi-hat swings loose and easy. The spring light fills the air. Road stab warm. A quiet confidence right there. Shaker locks the rhythm bright and always clear. Blossom and bass, the best time of the year.
Piano on margin, our voices warm. A chord that holds the space. Every jar shimmer threads the morning air with grace. Muted trumpet floats a counter phrase above the room. Marine bird accent dots the groove, cutting through the bloom. Walking bass stays grounded, steady through the spring. Road step once more, hear that quiet ring.
Brush snare settles easy. The focus holds its ground. Blossom and bass, the most comfortable sound. Blossom and bass, guitar and spring, my morning air. Blossom and bass, roads and piano everywhere. Warm like a window with the blossom right outside. Blossom and bass, nowhere left to hide. Shaker says stay longer, the petals are in bloom. Blossom and bass, the warmest afternoon.
The trumpet drifts back in a soft melodic line. It episode shimmer lifts the high, and everything is fine.
String swell rises steady. Spring is in the walls. Acoustic guitar voices one more chord as the afternoon calls.
Piano on Mars and I quietly assured its own reward.
Oh, my limbered accent warm the blossoms final word. Snap and shaker lock the final groove into the light. Blossom and bass, everything feels right. Blossom and bass, guitar and spring morning air. Blossom and bass, roads and piano everywhere. Warm like a window with the blossom right outside. Blossom and bass, nowhere left to hide. Shaker says stay longer, the petals are in bloom. Blossom and bass, the warmest afternoon.
Guitar, bass, snap, string swell warm and wide.
Blossom and bass, settle deep inside.
Trumpet fades soft,
The phone holds the last note. Step two notes warm, the morning introduced itself. Walking bass came in low, the spring came off the shelf. Acoustic guitar, finger pick, a gentle open chord. Brush snare on 2 and 4, every note its own reward. Hi-hat swings loose and easy, the cafe holds the light. Snap on to shaker, making everything right. Road stab warm, the frequency is set. Soft trumpet morning, the best I've heard yet. Piano image 9, voices warm, a chord that fills the room. Rivetine shimmer threads the soft spring afternoon. Nylon guitar counter layer adds a second gentle thread. Walking bass stays grounded, every note well fed. Road stab once more, a quiet intimate sound. Marimba accent dots the groove, turning slowly round. Brush snare settles easy, the focus holds its grace. Soft trumpet morning, the most comfortable place. Soft trumpet morning, 2 notes and spring air. Soft trumpet morning, roads and piano there. Warm like the first light through a cafe window glass. Soft trumpet morning, the kind of spring that lasts. Shaker says stay settled, the bloom is holding on. Soft trumpet morning, from the first note to the dawn. Trumpet drifts back in, a warm melodic phrase. Privatone shimmer lifts the room, the golden April haze. Strings swell, rises soft, the afternoon comes through. Acoustic guitar voices, one more open chord, bright and new. Piano image 9 quietly assured its own reward. Nylon guitar counter layer, the spring's final chord. Snap and shaker lock the final groove into the light. Soft trumpet morning, everything feels right. Soft trumpet morning, 2 notes and spring air. Soft trumpet morning, roads and piano there. Warm like the first light through a cafe window glass. Soft trumpet morning, the kind of spring that lasts. Shaker says stay settled, the bloom is holding on. Soft trumpet morning, from the first note to the dawn. Trumpet bass snap, strings swell warm and long. There it is, soft trumpet morning, my favorite spring song. Piano fades soft, the ritone holds the last note. Snap and marimba hit once, the cherry lane appeared. Walking bass stepped in warm, exactly as I feared. Acoustic guitar finger picked in, the blossoms line the way. Brush snare on 2 and 4, the most perfect day. Hi-hat swings loosen forward, the pedals drift below. Shaker locks the rhythm, the only way to go. Road stab bright, the spring light holds the street. Cherry lane, the best place I could meet. the upper spring right there. Muted trumpet floats a counter phrase above the lane. Nylon guitar counter layer brings the warmth again. Walking bass stays grounded, steady through the bloom. Road stab once more, there's always enough room. Brush snare settles easy, the afternoon holds grace. Cherry Lane, the most comfortable place. Cherry Lane, snap marimba and spring air. Cherry Lane, roads and piano everywhere. Warm like a path beneath the blossom trees. Cherry Lane, carried on the breeze. Shaker says keep walking, the paddles lead the way. Cherry Lane, the finest kind of day. Trumpet drifts back in a warm melodic stroll. Vivid orange shimmer lifts the lane, it fills the soul. String swell rises steady, spring is everywhere. Acoustic guitar voices one more chord into the air. Piano Imer's 9 quietly assured its own reward. Now long guitar counter layer the lane's final chord. Snap and shake a lock the final groove into the light. Cherry Lane, everything feels right. Cherry Lane, snap, marimba and spring air. Cherry Lane, roads and piano everywhere. Warm like a path beneath the blossom trees. Cherry Lane, carried on the breeze. Shake says keep walking, the pedals lead the way. Cherry Lane, the finest kind of day. Snap, remember bass string swell, warm and wide. Cherry Lane, settled warm inside. Trumpet fades soft, piano holds the last note.
Piano and yet a real hit once. The threshold held the light. Walking bass, stepped in warm. The morning feeling right. Acoustic guitar finger pricking. The spring air filled the door. Brush snare on 2 and 4. Exactly what I'm here for. Hi-hat swings loose and easy. The cafe hums its tone. Snap on 2, shaker. I've never felt alone. Road stab warm, the frequency is clear. Warm threshold, glad that I am here. Center trumpet floats a counter phrase above the room. A liquid accent dots the groove, cutting through the bloom. Nylon guitar counter layer adds a second gentle thread. Walking bass stays grounded, every note well fed. Road stab once more, a quiet confident sound. voices, one more open chord, bright and new. Piano homage and night, quietly assured its own reward. The duplet accent one, the threshold's final chord, snap and shaker, lock the final groove into the light. Warm threshold, everything feels right. Warm threshold, piano over spring air. Warm threshold, roads and trumpet everywhere. Soft like a doorway with the blossom just outside. Warm threshold, nowhere left to hide. Shake us a step further, the morning's holding on. Warm threshold, from the first note to the dawn. Piano, rather than bass, strings swell warm and wide. Warm threshold, settle deep inside. Trumpet fades soft, marimba holds the last note.
Beige hook corners down a worn and hurried lane. Island guitar strummed in soft, the morning took its form. Brush snare on 2 and 4, the ritual begins. Snap on beat 2, shaker, everybody wins. Hi-hat swings loose and easy, the spring is in the cup. Rose tap bright, the best way to wake up. But on that accent dots the groove, a light crisp touch, spring in the cup. Never too much.
Piano wine, major night, voices warm, a chord that holds the space. Tread with jade, shimmer threads the morning air with grace. Sated trumpet floats a phrase, a gentle counter call, a constant finger pick. Counter layer catches every fall. Walking bass returns, grounded steady true. Road step once more, the morning breaking through. Brush snare settles easy, the focus holds its ground. Spring in the cup, the most comfortable sound. Spring in the cup, bass notes and morning air. Spring in the cup, rose and piano there, warm like the first sip on a blossom day. Spring in the cup, the best possible way. Shaker says take longer, the morning's barely through. Spring in the cup, made for me and you. Trumpet drifts back in a warm melodic line. Jet shimmer lifts the high end. Every
swell warm. A little spring in the cup, my favorite morning song. Trumpet fades, our lover holds the last note.
Approached to come brush near hit once the window caught the sun.
Walking bay, stepped in one. The afternoon begun. Nylon guitar, finger picking. The spring light fills the glass. Snap on two shaker, letting the moments pass. Hi-hat swings loose and forward. The cafe holds the glow. Road stab right, the only way I know. A rimber accent dots the groove. A crisp and gentle touch. Afternoon window, never too much. Piano and voices warm. A chord that fills the room. Paper tack shimmer threads. The soft spring afternoon. Celtic trumpet floats a counter phrase above the air. Walking bass stays grounded. Warmth is everywhere. Road stab once more, a confident and steady beat. Hi-hat keeps the forward motion. Nothing incomplete. Brush snare settles easy. The focus never fades. Afternoon window, cutting through the shades. Afternoon window, snare and spring air. Afternoon window, roads and piano everywhere. Warm like a pain with the blossom just in sight. Afternoon window, from the afternoon to night. Shaker says stay longer, the light is holding on. Afternoon window, from the first note to the dawn. Trumpet drifts back in, a warm melodic phrase. Purviton shimmer lifts the room, the golden April haze. String swell rises soft, the evening comes in slow. Acoustic guitar voices one more chord, a warm and gentle glow. Piano homage night quietly assured its own reward. Nylon guitar count a layer, the window's final chord. Snap and shake a lock, the final groove into the light. Afternoon window, everything feels right. Afternoon window, the bow speaks snare and spring air. Afternoon window, road and piano everywhere. Warm like played 3 notes warm. Walking bass stepped in soft. The morning takes its form. Acoustic guitar finger picking. The table caught the light. Brush snare on 2 and 4. The spring is feeling right. Hi-hat swings loose and easy. The blossoms found a home. Snap on 2 shaker. I'm never here alone. Road stab warm. The frequency is set. Blossoms on the table. The best morning yet. Piano, I'm a giant voice is warm. A chord that fills the space. Bit of tape shimmer threads the morning air with grace. And a trumpet floats a counter phrase above the bloom. Walking bass stays grounded. Warmth fills every room. Road stab once more. A quiet intimate sound. Shaker keeps the blossom rhythm slowly turning round. Brush snare settles easy. The focus holds its grace. Blossoms on the table, the most comfortable place. Blossoms on the table, remember my nylon spring air. Blossoms on the table, roads and piano everywhere. Warm like petals on a cafe afternoon. Blossoms on the table, can't leave this room too soon. Shaker says stay longer. The bloom is holding on. Blossoms on the table, from the first note to the dawn. Trumpet drifts back in, a gentle counter phrase. Blurt of tear shimmer lifts the room, the golden April haze. String swell rises soft, the afternoon glows warm. Acoustic guitar voices one more chord, safe from every storm. Piano, I'm a giant quiet, lit assured its own reward. The windbird accent warm, the blossoms final chord. Snap and shaker lock the final groove into the light. Blossoms on the table, everything feels right. Blossoms on the table, river nylon spring air. Blossoms on the table, roads and piano everywhere. Warm like petals on a cafe afternoon. Blossoms on the table, can't leave this room too soon. Shaker says stay longer. The bloom is holding on. Blossoms on the table, from the first note to the dawn.
softest hour, worth every moment of the day. Shaker says linger, the spring is holding on. The softest hour, from the first note to the dawn. Trumpet drifts back in a warm and gentle phrase. Turbo flash shimmer lifts the room, the final golden haze. String swell rises soft, the evening comes in slow. Nylon guitar voices one more chord, a warm and gentle glow. Piano imogen quietly assured its own reward. Acoustic counter layer, the softest final chord. Snap and shaker lock the final groove into the night. The softest hour, everything feels right. The softest hour, trumpet snapping golden air. The softest hour, roads and piano everywhere. Warm like the last light through a cafe pane. The softest hour, worth every moment of the day. Shaker says linger, the spring is holding on. The softest hour, from the first note to the dawn. The trumpet's down. Snap strings swell warm and long. There it is, the softest hour, my favorite closing song. Piano fades soft, library holds the last note. Vervoden bass played 4 notes up. The cafe came alive. Acoustic guitar, fingerpick warm. The morning's going to thrive. Snap on 2 like kick confirmed. The spring light fills the space. Brush snare on 2 and 4. I found the perfect place. Hi-hat swings crisp and forward. The blossoms in the air. Road step bright, a quiet confidence right there. Shaker locks the rhythm, punchy, clear and warm. First light cafe, steady through the storm. Piano imagine voices warm, a chord that holds the room. Muted trumpet floats a counter phrase, cutting through the bloom. Marimba accent dots the groove, a light and crisp touch. First narrow shimmer threads the air, never too much. Walking bass stays grounded, steady through the spring. Road step once more, hear that confident ring. Brush snare settles easy, the focus holds its ground. First light cafe, the most uplifting sound. First light cafe, vibe on bass in spring air. First light cafe, roads and piano everywhere. Bright like a window with the blossom just outside. First light cafe, nowhere left to hide. Shaker says keep going, the morning's holding on. First light cafe, from the very first note to dawn. Trumpet drifts back in a warm melodic line. First never shimmer lifts the high end, everything is fine. String own reward. Marimba accent warm the cafe's final words. Snap and shaker lock the final groove into the light. First light cafe, everything feels right. First light cafe, vibraphone bass in spring air. First light cafe, roads and piano everywhere. Bright like a window with the blossom just outside. First light cafe, nowhere left to hide. Shaker says keep going, the morning's holding on. First light cafe, from the very first note to dawn. First light cafe, settled deep inside. Trumpet fades soft, marimba holds the last note.
Piano, 3 notes up and snap hit once. The window caught the day. Walking bass stepped in warm. The spring is here to stay. Acoustic guitar fingerprint in the light is clean and bright. Brush snare on 2 and 4. The morning's feeling right. Hi-hat swings crisp and forward. The cafe fills with sound. Shaker locks the rhythm, the best seat to be found. Road step right, the frequency is set. Good window, the best morning yet. Beautiful shimmer threads the upper morning air. To this trumpet floats a phrase. There's warmth just everywhere. Nylon guitar counter layer adds a second gentle line. Walking bass stays grounded, everything in time. Road stab once more, confident and crispy. Hi-hat keeps the forward motion, nothing incomplete. Brush snare settles easy, the focus never fades. Good window, cutting through the morning shades. Good window, piano snap and spring air. Good window, roads and trumpet everywhere. Bright like a pane with the blossom just inside. Good window, from the morning into light. Shaker says stay longer, the bloom is holding on. Good window, from the first note to the dawn. Trumpet drifts back in a warm melodic phrase. Bit of shimmer lifts the room, the golden April haze. Strings swell, rises steady, the spring is everywhere. Acoustic guitar voices one more chord into the air. Piano homogenized, quietly assured its own reward. Nylon guitar counter layer, the window's final chord. Snap and shaker lock the final groove into the light. Good window, everything feels right. Good window, piano snap and spring air. Good window, roads and trumpet everywhere. Bright like a pane with the blossom just inside. Good window, from the morning into light. Shaker walking bass, stepped in one, exactly as I feared. Snap on to light kick confirm. The blossom lines the way. Brush snare on 2 and 4. The most perfect day. Hi-hat swings crisp and forward. The pedals drift below. Shaker locks the rhythm. The only way to go. Road stab right. The spring light holds the street. Blossom Street, the best place I could meet. Piano, Amajana voices warm, a chord that fills the air. There the tower shimmer threads the upper spring right there. Yeah, the trumpet floats a counter phrase above the lane. Acoustic fingerpick counter layer brings the warmth again. Walking bass stays grounded, steady through the bloom. Road stab once more, there's always enough room. Brush snare settles easy, the afternoon holds grace. Blossom Street, the most comfortable place. Blossom Street, nylon marimba and spring air. Blossom Street, roads and piano everywhere. Bright like a path beneath the cherry trees. Blossom Street carried on the breeze. Shaker says keep walking, the pedals lead the way. Blossom Street, the finest kind of day. Trumpet drifts back in, a warm lilac stroll. Pebble tart shimmer lifts the street, it fills the soul. String swell rises steady, spring is everywhere. House stick, guitar voices, one more chord into the air. Piano, Amajana quietly assured its own reward. Nylon guitar counter layer, the street's final chord. Snap and shaker lock the final groove into the light. Blossom Street, everything feels right. Blossom Street, nylon marimba and spring air. Blossom Street, roads and piano everywhere. Bright like a path beneath the cherry trees. Blossom Street carried on the breeze. Shaker says keep walking, the pedals lead the way. Blossom Street, the finest kind of day. Nylon guitar in the bass. String swell warm and wide. Blossom Street, settled warm inside. Trumpet fades soft, piano holds the last note.